So, Coach, this Saturday, of course, you're going to be inducted into the Chattahoochee Valley Hall of Fame. What does that honor mean to you?
It's just a lot of years of this is my 26th year here, and to think that I've been here almost half the amount of years that the school has been open, um, it's sometimes it's hard to believe. Like I think about it sometimes. I don't necessarily think about how many games I've ever won or you know titles or anything like that. That's not really my thing. That's not really why God put me here. It's like to be in a position and have a platform to impact young men and women over the years. It's just it hasn't, I don't think, totally sunk in, but I've had a little bit of time to think about it, and it's a long way from growing up on the south side of Columbus and on welfare and not knowing where our next meal was coming from. So I'm pretty thankful, I can tell you that.
And with that kind of start to your life, when you see a young man come through that has some challenges and that kind of thing, how do you relate to them?
You can do whatever you put your mind to as long as you put God first and are willing to put the work in.
Nobody can argue with the amount of success that you guys have had as a program and Glenwood has had as a school in sports. What makes Glenwood different?
I would definitely say the community aspect. It truly, I feel like it's a community school, and what I mean by that is it was built by parents. It's maintained by parents. We don't have state funding, so therefore there has to be a buy-in. Like, everyone here wants to be here. They're not assigned to this school, right? So it's one thing that I noticed first, 26 years ago. And people go here, their kids go here, their kids' kids go here, all those other things. And I had never really experienced that. It's a very tight-knit group of people.
We certainly saw that tight knit a few years ago with your battle with cancer. And everybody always says with cancer, you've either battled it or someone that has.
Right.
You've battled it. What kind of challenge was that for you, and how did not only your team but this community in Glenwood help you get through that?
Well, to be quite honest, I'm not sure that I would have without them. And it just, when it all started, going through chemo before surgeries and things like that, I needed this place. I was instantly uplifted when I would come. I'd still have my chemo pump, trying to hide it and things like that. But I never felt bad when I was here. When you have a support system like this school and these amazing players and teachers and administrators and other coaches, it just gives you the energy to fight.
We saw that firsthand when we covered the state title following all of that. You were emotional. Obviously, the team was emotional. What do you think that meant to the kids to be able to rally around you in that way, and for the team to rally around itself following that? And of course, winning a state title is always nice, but with all of what went into that, to the lead up of it.
Well, I think those are the things that are the most important because, that was, for me, so to speak, whatever, right? That's in the media, whatever. But it just made me so proud that it felt like nothing they were doing was for themselves. And that, to me, is the ultimate goal of any coach, and especially myself. If I can ever get kids to achieve that perspective on life, then they're going to be fine. Because, yes, we have a lot of good players, man. There have been so many to come to this school since it started in 1973, and hundreds and hundreds have gone on to the college levels and pro levels and things like that. But ultimately, serving something bigger than yourself has always been what I feel is my calling, to try to help young men do that.
Coach, I want to thank you for doing this interview, and obviously, congratulations on your future induction this Saturday, the Chattahoochee Valley Hall of Fame. It's well deserved, and I can't wait to see you go in.
Well, thank you so much, man. I just appreciate what y'all do for sports in this area. You know, I've grown up, you know, my whole life, you know, watching WRBL sports, and I just appreciate the opportunity, and go Gators.